These are the essential tools you will need when starting stained glass. First, of course, you need glass to work with when making a stained glass project. Stained glass comes in different colors and textures and countless combinations. See-through cathedral glass will be easier to work with than a denser, opalescent, non-see-through glass. Glass sheets come in various sizes, typically a 24 by 24 inch or smaller, so you can easily transport them home. The standard thickness of stained glass is about 1/8 of an inch, and this is what you'll mostly find at stores and online shops. And a bonus, glass can also be regular mirrors that you can use for any project. Mirrors are great for practice as they are available everywhere and usually inexpensive or even free. Picture frame glass is also another great practice option when you're first learning to cut glass. The glass cutter is used to score the top surface of the glass so the glass can break in the way and shape you want it to. You can choose from a basic glass cutter or get an upgraded, better quality glass cutter. By the way, links to everything I talk about will be listed down in the description. Cutting oil is used to reduce friction as you score along the glass surface. It also helps to create cleaner breaks in the glass and reduces wear on the cutting wheel. You can buy cutting oil specifically for stained glass or try different types of lubricants, including baby oil, kerosene, lamp oil, diesel, or 3-in-1 oil. After scoring the glass, you can break the glass in different ways. You can break it with your hands, you can break it over a table, or you can break it with glass-specific pliers. The running pliers helps to run or break the glass at the score line. It will start a crack which runs along the score line until the glass breaks apart. The Grosing breaking pliers or combo pliers is another glass-specific pliers used to gross the glass or to chip away at the glass as to shape it. It can also be used as breaking pliers to break the glass away from itself at the score line. This is typically used when it's too small to break with the running pliers. The grinding stone is used to remove sharp edges from the glass after breaking. You can smooth out the edges from sharp points, glass burrs, or slightly rough up the edges so copper foil can stick better to the glass. If you plan to make simple projects like the feathers or the honeycomb, you can start out with just using the grinding stone. For more complicated projects, you can look into getting a stained glass grinder when you're ready in your stained glass journey. The copper foil tape is used to wrap the edges of the glass pieces, and the copper material is where solder flows onto to bond the glass pieces together. I recommend using a 7/32 of an inch width as it's just the right size for the common 1/8 inch glass that we use, and it gives a nice solder finish line for our projects, not too thick and not too thin. Flux is used to help flow the solder onto the copper foil so they can bond together. They come in gel types or liquid form. Without flux, solder would not flow easily and would have a hard time bonding to the copper foil. Solder is a solid metal mixture that can be melted and is added to our stained glass projects. Solder flows onto the copper foil, which gives strength and holds the glass pieces together. We typically use a 60-40 mixture, 60% tin, 40% lead. Lead-free options are also available if you prefer not to work with lead. The soldering iron is used to melt the hard solder so it can form over the copper foil. You can start off with a basic iron like the Hakko 503 for smaller projects, or you can jump right into a higher quality one with temperature control to keep accurate temperature as you're soldering your work. Also, when soldering, we need to clean off our soldering iron tip often while we're working. For this, we can use either a wet sponge or brass coils. You could put a sponge in a container or a lid to wipe the tip clean while soldering. A better method I've found is to use brass coils, which produce less mess and won't cool off the tip every time you clean. This helps to keep the temperature more consistent. With these essential items, you'll be able to make your own DIY stained glass art. To make things easier for you, I've created 4 different beginner kits to get you the right tools you need to start your very first project. Pick your kit and get it shipped directly to your door at stainedglassdiy.com. Thanks for your support and check out my other videos to learn more.